is kind of like the Orthodox version of indulgences for Protestants for Martin Luther. Martin Luther's like main thing that he latched onto was indulgences.
I'm going to show you guys a fun quote from Martin Luther from On the Bondage of the Will. Martin Luther is talking about Erasmus, and he says, "I greatly commend and extol you for this thing also, that you are the only man of all my antagonists who has attacked the heart of the subject, the head of the cause. Instead of wearing me out with extraneous points such as the papacy, purgatory, indulgences, and a number of like topics, these may more fitly be called trifles than matters of debate." What's the core difference between Catholics and Protestants? It's not the indulgences or praying to Mary or the saints or the purgatory or the papacy. It's none of that. Those are secondary. The central issue, of course, is predestination, election, free will, how God actually saves people. Is it by God's grace alone, or is it a mixture of God's grace and your works? How does a human being become part of the elect of God? Do they have to do something, or does God choose them, elect them, as the Bible teaches clearly on several occasions? But my favorite place to go is Romans 9:16. It does not depend on the one who wills or the one who runs, but on God who has mercy. God has mercy on whom he desires, and he hardens whom he desires. This is why I make a lot of videos about predestination and free will, because it is the heart of the gospel. Does God actually save people by himself, or do people have to work with God to gain salvation?